Jai Hind. Modernization of Indian Armed Forces. The Indian Armed Forces are the military forces of Republic of India. It consists of three professional uniformed services: the Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces, and the Ministry of Defence manages the three wings of Indian Armed Forces. The Ministry of Defence manages the three wings of Indian Armed Forces. The Indian Armed Forces epitomizes bravery, sacrifice, and professionalism. Modernization is a continuous process for any army. The Indian Army has a task of countering the threat of two countries, that is China and Pakistan, as also catering for counter-insurgency operations in J&K as well as in Northeast. China and Pakistan are modernizing their armed forces at rapid pace. Indian armed forces must be prepared with cross-spectrum war-fighting capabilities, that is nuclear conventional, non-conventional. Modernization of armed forces focuses on command and control system and equipment that would better protect and provide self-assistance to the troop, information system that involves framework for surveillance of air and maritime space, means and equipments that ensure fast and secure transportation to the troops. However, focusing on just these aspects would not help the objective for modernizing the armed forces. China slashed its military strength by over 3 lakh troops when it went for modernization reforms. China also integrated PLA Rocket Force, PLA Strategic Support Force, PLA Air Force, and PLA Navy for better accomplishment of strategic objectives. In 1970s, India was the fifth largest military force of the world, and at present, it is the second largest military force. This rise from 5th to 2nd was not just because of increase in troops by India, but also reduction of troops by those countries which were greater military forces than India in 1970s. These countries focused on being a military power rather than being a military force. Also, there is a need to modernize existing infantry, artillery, UAVs, mechanized forces, army aviation, air defense, night vision devices, and the defense engineers. There is an urgent need for provisioning LMG's bulletproof vests and helmets and other outdated weapons and equipments. The Indian Navy has attracted immense attention to provide security in the Indian Ocean. Analysts predict that remote sensing, long-range sensors, precision strikers, stand-off capability, and autonomous systems are going to play a major role in future marine wars and conflicts. Indian Navy lack in indigenous cutting-edge technologies and depend heavily on foreign technology. Indian naval engineers need to develop indigenous technologies and induct infrared seekers, high-definition radars, sonars, and electronic warfare suits. With the decommissioning of MiG-27 aircraft, the squadron strength has reduced to 28, which ideally should be 44. The government has decided to spend about $130 billion in the next 5 to 7 years for modernization of armed forces. The Indian Navy has also finalized plan for acquiring 200 ships and 500 aircraft along with 24 attack submarines within long 3 to 4 years. The government has also invested in a mega defense project that will make the airspace over major cities virtually impregnable. The government and armed forces needs to work together to analyze the issues and develop innovative solutions for addressing the various roadblocks. Jai Hind.